Teams believe that it is. It will be the Jace taken by Rich into it. This is certainly one of Rich's trifecta champions.
Macro issues in this game. As KaiSser is just easily going to clear that one up. Not even going to smite finish. It's totally fine.
Yep, all that fantastic, but it is just going to be looking for this one as in goes the Rel. Rift Scuttler is largely going to be ignored, but Peanut is able to take that one down, but the Rel's going to fall also, as now we've got Dr. launching himself around the fight, gets that S rank at a pretty decent timing as Bao not quite able to do enough damage there to Bane. Now he's trying to run away from this one. He's behind enemy lines, and I have a feeling the KaiSser is not going to survive, as Dr. He should have that dash back up pretty soon, as he doesn't, but it's still Bay that's going to be able to grab that.
Just trying to rush that down. KaiSser is here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to deny this one. Doesn't look likely with the lane prio here in bot. He's sneaking around, but unfortunately no time. It's not like, you know, the Jace is only good at smashing this lane, but that was the prime reason for picking him, and that's just gone horribly wrong here. So DRX in a very lovely position in regards to that matchup.
Because of the amount of like gifting culture there is over here, I swear there's more flower shops than anywhere else in the world. I've never seen so many.
Are going to force them to play very aggressively. It's very difficult, actually, the comp that Nongshim is running. Like, it's arguably harder.
Yeah, no, I agree. Ease of execution is definitely in DRX's favor, as now Rich is getting chased down. He's trying to put that Crossfire Gauntlet to good use, as there's the quickness. Charm lands, heroic entrance, sorry, the grand entrance.
It's do or die here, and I don't know if engaging onto the Drake is the way to do it, but they are going to try to set up this angle here now.
Yeah, looking for Kingen. He's got Mega Nara at a pretty good timing, but they don't actually really look like they want to fight. This is only Drake number 2 for Nongshim. It's not like they're fighting for Soul Point and they've got control of 2 lanes.
Again, a little bit overextended.
Yeah, but he does have Kellen here, as Kingen now might be in trouble. There's the Magnet Storm, and Kingen just going to be taken down.
He's spotted, he's pushed away. This is a real test for DRX about how to engage, and can they actually make it happen against positional advantage here for Nongshim and all that poke damage. I mean, this is a really big test right here. This might actually be like one of those fights that decides who can fight better for the rest of this game.
Could be a big turning point as the Drake's going down lower and lower. Becca gets in there. There's the quickness, and over the wall goes Bao very early. KaiSser locks down the dragon. Heroic entrance gets a lot of value as Peanut jumping over, but Bao's just chasing him, and he's able to lock down that kill. But then he's not in the ensuing team fight, and you can see all of the damage that Dr. is throwing out. Bay also managed to press his gameplay button, and Nongshim find a great team fight, despite what we've been talking about when it comes to DRX and what they should be able to do.
Yeah, and this is all because, I mean, a lot of this is set up because of the warding you were just talking about, how much vision they control around the pit.
It is going down. They are finally going to spot it now, as KaiSser is in theoretical position, but just not there in time.
For this turret. Timing not great here.
Yeah.
A few seconds off of denying that teleport. They are going to get away just fine, but besides that, you know, that fight where we saw the first Drake fight that both teams really participated in, after that win for DRX where they pushed wards on the top side of that, oh
no. Yeah, goodbye. Bay's real dead. Rich off to the side, like, or something like that, which is absolutely nothing really in the grand scheme of things with what Nongshim could have got out of it. Is now finally, you know, they're setting up for a bit of a push, but that was like a minute of Baron's duration that they just lost because Bay was dead.
Yeah, so really nice play by DRX to try to punish for, you know, one of those aggressive side lanes you might often see from a Syndra. As we do see right now, Rich trying to push this inhibitor turret. So the observers get mega zoomed out to show us the pressure here we have in the 4-1.
Yep, bit of eye test camera happening here. See whether we can still understand what's going on, as half the health bar of the inner turret has been taken down, and you can see Nongshim just wanting to utilize this last 30 seconds of their Baron. Rich, he's been really good with these hammer shots to get, you know, potential engages out of the way.
Love that play there from Kellen. So he can just push this mid turret now. One stun is all it takes to actually make a play like this more potent. Kinga with the flank.
Yeah, looking to try and get in there, but you can see still taking some pretty relevant damage as the spear going to go a little bit wide, but the minion wave is at least dealt with here by DRX, so not going to have their base broken open just yet. As okay, in goes Kingen, tries to get the stun onto Peanut, but he's going to go into that Zhonya's as heroic entrance will come down, and it looks like Nongshim are going to commit. They're not going to have Becca for it though, as Kellen getting taken down solo. Double kill now for Rich, as in goes the Samira, diving towards the back line. And Nongshim, this might just be the game.
Looks very likely. Great ace here. Insane team fight, and they were so reliant on Soka's flank there. They were hoping that he was going to come in and have a big taunt setup so that could actually turn the fight around. Again, there's just, the damage output is so high for Nongshim. They have such great range as well in their comp that you have to hard engage like that. It did not work out. Nice attempt, but wow, what a disappointing end to what could have been a much longer, more interesting game. Things slipped away from DRX very quickly after what was such a very, very neck-and-neck start to this series.
Situation is Aurelia, another great pickup into the Gnar. Like, this is why Gnar is so dangerous.
Yeah.
Because there are so many champions that just have a really good as far as the start of this game is concerned. 8 minutes on the clock. Rip Herald not really being looked at just yet, but that
Normally would, so that's going to feel great.
Peanuts, like, he's got magnetized spears today, because we've got to dive here towards the bottom side of the map. Bao is going to get taken out, but it's a trade. The Rel's also going to fall here as Doctor. Sorry, Egan misses now. Pioshik looking for it. There's the chilling smite. He's running really fast, guys, but not quite fast enough. Peanut's going to turn up. They have a ward there, so they know exactly what's going on. As I don't know how Peanut's hitting all of these. It's just insane. Spear going to miss there as I cast Curse it pretty horrendously, but Becca in position. Bay also moving up. That's going to be the stun coming out from Rich as the Vanguard's Edge comes in. Good knock-up onto Rich there, who just tries to stun Becca, but doesn't quite get him into the wall as he's pulled back out of the crush. And Kingen now having to run away. The gameplay button was pressed.
Perfectly by Rich. And again, this Gnar pick felt risky, felt dangerous into the Aurelia, but he has actually really well parried a lot of the damage, a lot of the ganks rather, the potential damage they could have had to that turret, to the lane, but Dogdom gets all plates in a...
On the good old Gnar ultimate, but sometimes you just don't find all of the value that you're looking for. There's the quickness to come forward as Bay's trying to clean someone up, but it's just not quite enough.
Hold that thought as Soka continue to be extremely aggressive.
Whoa.
Pioshik.
In he goes.
Don't know about this one.
Out he goes. Hell yeah. All right, well, the flash forward. That's crash down from Kellen. He loves going aggressive, and Pioshik, he's just going to flash away. Look at how fast he is. It's silly. It's ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah, and all the while, it's not all for nothing. This Kingen side lane super hard is going to get a turret. Nongshim want more. They're going to grab mid-turret here with the Herald. They're actually on the chase, and all of this, you know, sure, you got top turret with Kingen.
Against the wall, he can always pounce over as Rich looking to teleport back into this battle, but can he actually do it in time is going to be the question. It's going to be a 50-50 here as Peanut does have to pounce out, lands the spear, and it is going to be the Drake taken. Kellen with a heroic engage. The Vanguard's Edge flies through the backside as now Becca trying to get out of there, but it looks like DRX may have found the better end of this fight, as that's the first kill going over for Udyr. That's what we should be focusing on, as Bao trying to run away from Peanut, but it's not going to happen. Peanut locks down a double kill in this fight, but finds himself as the last man standing for Nongshim Red Force, and DRX, they've come alive. The power of the Udyr will be respected.
Certainly true, as it feels like this could be the beginning of a very, very strong comeback.
I need to apologize, Wolf. I'm not gonna. My active listening is going to take a hit here because I can barely understand a word that you're saying. As we've got a bit of a fight here underneath the turret, and that's a very comfortable solo kill. Kingen, he's Aurelia in this matchup, and it's a good matchup. As DRX looking like they're thinking about turning, and Pioshik, he's rocketing, looking for Bay. He's going to be the choice, stunned up for a second, but the tenacity is just so huge, and Bay can't do anything. Couldn't even press the gameplay button during that engagement. And Pioshik is, of course, going to be absolutely fine. The Rel also going to bite the dust. As DRX just looking too strong, the power of the Udyr is something that just needs to be respected.
Yeah, and finally Kingen's starting to really do a lot in this game. He struggled early, wasn't hitting his stuns, is hitting them now, and this is an insanely fast clear time they have on this Baron, so they're going to go for it again. Look at Becca's flank position as well. Rich could be in trouble here. There's the stun.
Yep, and that's going to be a Gnar into the wall, so Rich trying to get the disengage, but he's just way too far behind. Nothing that he can do. Teleport came through from Solka just to get him underneath this pit, as now Doctor trying to run away from Kingen, and yeah, he's not going to be able to do too much, as Bay teleports in at the most unfortunate of positions and immediately has to flash to get himself out of there.
Even the mobility that Udyr has just makes it so difficult to engage if you're Nongshim.
I feel like Pioshik just decides who dies, right? He just runs and bears Pioshik. What the heck is that speed? Okay, Peanut, not going to be able to do too much here. He does go golden. Teleport is going to come forward. He's got a bit of a battle now as Doctor's trying to fight against Pyoshik, but that is not what he wants. So much CC. He survives for a long time, gets that S rank, but immediately stunned out, taken down. Kellen also going to fall as the double kill. Comes through from Bao. Void Seeker, not going to find too much, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Peanut still trying to flash his way out of this one. As Kingan's on the bottom side, by the way, guys. This is a mismatch fight in favor of Nongshim, as that spear was beautiful out of Peanut. He still needs to be respected. But Bay, he's just going to get taken down.
Missed it on the live feed, I think, but the second Drake comes in very early here. Now they have even more damage outputs. You can just see, I mean, there's no running away from this one. He already went golden earlier. Does barely
under
escape.
A turret. Oh man, Rich wraps around, but Kingan, he's going to be there as well. And oh no, the Acathian Rain is going to be enough. And DRX. So silly.
And now, okay, this could be big.
Well, we'll see whether they can actually take down Kingan, who's going to be CC'd for a very long time. Goes golden and flashes away. There's the Vanguard's Edge, trying to turn it now on its head. Almost manages to go 1-for-1. But in the meantime, DRX are, of course, taking the Baron. And that's what happens. Good split pushing there from Kingan. Unfortunate that he lost his life. Probably didn't need to flash, but he wanted to buy as much time as possible. As Pyoshik is just going to rocket into Dr. Bao also just going to dive in on top of him. Kellen with some decent CC, but you're, of course, never going to kill Pyoshik, who just turns around, decides that Rel is going to die. And now Peanut running for the hills. There's a blast cone, so that's the only real way he can get out of the way of Pyoshik, who can't actually get through walls without his flash.
Yeah. Well, this is Baron buff pushing down now mid lane, and they're looking for this inhibitor. As Pyoshik is just gonna, take turret shots and threaten anyone who can. But every time they kill Kingan, they lose an objective, so doesn't really feel worth it. This time he's not 1,000 gold bounty.
Yeah, but also they're bringing 4 people. Let's see whether that's going to be enough to actually take him down. It is. So 4 is the magic number to stop it from almost being a 1-for-1. So actually not able to get too much left on the map. So DRX may be making a little bit of a mistake there as they wait for a couple to go back, and now Peanut is going to get caught out as well. That's a big old thumbs up. And yeah, he's real dead. Pyoshik actually, he's so fast. This Bao's going to get delivered the kill.
Just blow him up with the items he's got now online, and luckily for Rich, he gets out of here, but I don't know, Atlas. This game is a little bit out of control. The speed of it is just hard to keep up for Nongshim, unfortunately.
Yep. Can you put your Pog vote in? Give it to Pyoshik. I don't even mind if Nongshim wins. We still need to give it to Pyoshik.
I got you.
Perfect, perfect. Well, we are going to break open the base here as we are looking down the barrel of 3 games here. DRX just doing DRX things. They really like getting the most games possible as we've just got this turret left to go down. Rich trying to get into position, has half a Narbar still built up. They might have one last team fight in them. Pyoshik's so fast. Oh, I love it. It's just so much fun. Peanut going down relatively low. As Pyoshik will be able to get rid of that ward off to the side. And this inhibitor yet to fall just yet. Looks like we're trying to go for some sort of fight as Rich doesn't have his Narbar built up at all. Just actually, in fact, came out of Mega Gnar.
Well, they're just
Could be an opportunity for DRX to take a fight.
Trying to force a fight here by threatening the inhibitor. Nongshim don't respond at all. Kellen,
all right, in goes Kellen as the Magnet Storm comes forward as well. This is the last chance, but yeah, the money's just too much, and DRX are going to wipe the floor with them. A triple kill for the Aurelia. This could actually be the Pentas. I think Pyoshik may have just stole that one away. No, it was in fact Bay, Solka, sorry.
Yep.
So it's okay. It's not. This means that Pyoshik can just chase after Peanut, and the thumbs up comes in, and then he jumps back over the wall. Oh, this is perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, peak LCK.
The sad bee as well. Oh my god, it's so good. Get him, Pyoshik, you can do it.
There's the Nexus.
In the meantime, they win the game. And I love that we were watching that instead of the Nexus falling down. That is League of Legends. And he should be okay as he moves ever closer to that level 6 where he gets an ultimate and Rich doesn't unless he's in Mega. And Shelly's just a little bit upset as now Kingan has found Rich, gets a really nice stun as there's the Gnar into the wall. Actually traded back there as well as Pyoshik's just flashing after him. The orbs are going to land, and that's going to be First Blood going over to the Olaf and DRX. They make the first move. This is actually huge for the top side of the map. That was the only place that DRX wasn't winning. Now Bao doing his best to try and eat up a few of these as Doctor trading very nicely. But all those extra resistances are actually going to help out there as the Rel comes forward. Good sidestep from Bao, but it's not enough as Becca now has to escape as well. Good
extra wave he had.
Yep, control down the brush for Pyosik as well. And yeah, Dragon just goes over for free. Peanut hops over, and this now looking for a potential dive. Oh dear, poor little Bao. He's going to get charmed, knocked up, and destroyed. All too easy. The dive potential of a Rakan. He's very squishy, but he just keeps you stationary for way too long. Is now King in a very good position. Rich understanding that Pyosik's in the area. Can't really do anything about it as all the chains get cut, unfortunately. He dives on forward, and Kingan's easily able to pick up that kill. And Rich, I was singing his praises. But
rotation over here, and after Kingan's, might be even a third time here.
Yep, that's a big old gnar into the wall, and Rich is well and truly dead. Pyosik having a merry old jaunt towards the area as Rich does get some extra movement speed from the Hyper. Might actually have an opportunity, but there's a dash through, and that's just a waste of a flash. In the end, Solka now potentially in trouble as Peanut not able to get on top of him. Pyosik body blocking. At this point in time, throws down the Ragnarok as he chases Bay. Looks like he won't have too much of an opportunity here as Kingan off to the side. Seeing whether he can get over here is now, oh, the chain's barely missing. Peanut's not going to find the spear. Flash forward, actually. Quickness going to be utilized as Becca can't get in there to really defend, and that's going to be a dead Kingan.
Bay, was looking for a big shockwave.
Yeah.
Still has an opportunity for one. They actually have to play so carefully around Bay. Look at how aggressively he's positioned. If he gets a shockwave off, I mean, that's the fight. So they have to do something here as the Drake will leash. That's actually a huge boon for DRX. Not completely.
Yeah, health bar's actually getting low on DRX's side, and this might just mean that this Cloud is going to find the entrance that he was looking for. And Silas is pretty strong at the moment, despite how everything went in the earlier stages.
And one of these slower fights, that is when the go button is going to be pressed as well. Big Scar of the Week.
Yeah, there's a big engage coming through as well with the Magnet Storm, and that is a very dead KaiSser. So we've cast a curse him again, as Peanut also going to be falling down low. Ulti comes out from Samira, but Peanut's doing his best to try and escape, and Becca's going to be able to steal that one away.
Not gonna happen. Just no way. If they had a spear or a smite, there would be a chance. I mean, they're still gonna try to contest this. Rich is rotating over.
Yeah, Kingan actually trying to get over the wall. He's just doing his best to gatekeep, and they're now going to burst it down. Should be able to do so. Can they win an ensuing fight is going to be the question. Health bar disadvantage, but man advantage is pretty low. I believe it was last year. And Quad was actually in the mid lane, of course, now Solka, but now there's a team fight, and we've got a flash out. And the man that we were just talking about is going to be taken down. Bay's going to be followed, though, as Bao gets the ulti, but not able to find too much value outside of the one kill. And the Rift Herald's going to be taken down. That's a weird trade of ultimates there as Rich has to flash to get himself out of the way. Kellen now. Crashdown comes in as Becca doing a whole bunch of work. Knocked up is everyone, but now the value of the Samira is shown. Double kill comes forward, and that is going to be DRX winning yet another fight.
Look at the damage. 5,438 to Bao alone in that fight. Finish off the ace. It's going to obviously be a turret, perhaps even two. Drake is available. So DRX is going to grab that one back here, Pyosik. But the composition that they're running, when you have these incredibly even trades, the damage output still goes in the kill trade. That's when, you're going to have these pop-off ultimates here. You get the S rank and just zoom into the back of the fight and do insane amounts of damage.
Off the back of this, and remember, they still had the Baron. It's now going to dissipate in a couple of seconds' time, but Nongshim
is really impressive. This is where they've always been their strongest in these games. Solka just going to set her turret here. Not afraid.
Yeah, well, we're going to gnar back the gnar as Kingan goes golden as well. Underneath the turret, Rich is still very low, but it looks like Kingan will be dying. Even though it does take a little while, he will go down. As Bao's going to get ulted, now trying to get that S rank, and he gets it. Massive damage, tidies him up, Quadra, in a second.
Bao,
yes.
Insane damage output. Like, everybody disappeared in the blink of an eye. I just watched The Prestige again last night, and
that was the bait and switch.
Yeah,
multiple. Working on that for his entire life.
Multiple, teleported men.
Bao, who just does, just a lot of damage. 700 gold bounty, 8, 2, and 3.
I think around this, but there's just no vision for Nongshim, so you can just delay the push into the Baron.
Build. So it is going to be a tale of 280 carries as Nongshim do get the bad news that this Baron has been started. Rich is here with Narbar in great position as Kingen steals that one away. And we do have a peel off. I wanted to go for a 50-50. Becca thought he had positional advantages. There's a three-man shockwave into the backline. Rich, though, only finds one with the Gnar, as it is going to be the Narelle going down first, and now Kingen, he gets a big old Gnar into the backline. Also, Piochik keeping himself alive as Bao trying to get to that S, and he gets there. Manages to take down only one, though, as this fight has been split off. Still 4 members of Nongshim are alive. Triple kill now for the KaiSser, but still not able to fight against Bao here, who's now one man against the world. Dokdam is dead, but I don't know whether there's going to be enough for him to 1 versus 3, as my god, the amount of lifesteal he has is just ludicrous, but still, it's a 1 fight for Nongshim.
Yeah, 1 fight for Nongshim. Very difficult to Baron. Gonna back away. Bao very happy to just sit here and push mid. And he was so close to getting a second proc
is
there.
This a face check? Oh, the spear not going to land. Can he just 1 versus 3?
He wants to.
All of the lifesteal. It's just so crazy. Standing out of the way of the spear here as he gets Nard into the wall. And I have a feeling this is going to be the tidy up. Goes down into his GA. Does not have flash and does not really have too much of a hope here, as that is going to be...
Ooh. Oh, this is the previous fight. I thought there was something happened live. That scared me for a second. I was like, oh.
Post 40 minutes, they are going to be able to take down this Elder, and there is just no way that DRX can actually contest.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, this is so scary because as well, I mean, DRX still do have a scary team fight, and it is going to still be about, you know, how many stuns can Sulka land and will Bao be able to just take over. But it's starting to get very scary with Dokdam being able to dish out so much hurt himself.
Going in.
He's gonna get an ulti back. Oh no, Rich is just gonna get picked off. The Samira grabs that first kill, gets out of the fight immediately, but they're not done yet. Another GA is popped, and now it's Dokdam's turn.
They do not have the damage output. Desperation here, attempted from Bay.
Yeah, he just wants to try and kill the minions so that they can't push underneath this turret until they have Dokdam or at least Rich alive. Rich has another 10 seconds to go, but DRX, they don't want it, as there's a brilliant stolen shockwave into the backline. Bay's just going to get obliterated, and Peanut will follow suit after he comes out of his little golden cocoon. This is DRX stealing victory out of the jaws of defeat when they already had the victory before that. This has been throws and counter throws. Dokdam's now alive again.
Everybody's low.
Can he do some heroics here? As, yep, we do still have Rich, and he has Mega Gnar as well. Ulti is available. Dokdam, killer.
Rich!
There's a 4-man Gnar, which is just gigantic. The supercharger to keep Dokdam alive, as Rel will be taken down. The last Nexus turret will be taken, an exposed Nexus. Dokdam will be destroyed. And there goes the Nexus as well. Bao gets the last laugh, and DRX will win the